Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be playing Marvel Champions again. We're playing Peter Parker Spider-Man versus Klaw with the Masters of Evil modular loaded in the deck. We've already set up here, so we've got underground distribution as the first phase of the main scheme. So the attack on the shield facility has been linked to an underground weapons network. So we got Claws 1 and 2 because we're playing on standard difficulty. And set up, search the encounter deck for the defense network side scheme and reveal it, which I've already done. So now we advance to step B. Your investigation reveals that the criminal enterprise is operated by Klaw, an old rival of the Avengers. When revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engage with the first player. So let's do that. Let's discard, right off the hop here. So we got Armored Guard coming in. He's got Guard and Toughness. So he is tough right off the hop. And there needs to be Threat on the side scheme of the defense network. And I think we're good to go. So well, let's start with our opening hand of 6 cards. 4, 5, and 6. Alrighty. Okay. So what we can do is I say let's get Jessica Jones in here because she gets extra thwart when there's a side scheme in play. So let's play. We need 1, 2, and then we're going to use Peter Parker's resource scientist to pay for the 3rd resource to get her on the table here. And then now we'll switch over to the hero side. I think it might make sense to just get rid of the defense side network right off the hop. I mean, this guy's got 3 hit points, but he's tough, so we'd have to remove that toughness first. Black Cat sure is handy as well. Let's do that. Let's pay 2 resources to get Black Cat on the table. After you play, discard the top 2 cards of your hand and see if we have any intelligence. There's 1. Oh, Avengers Mansion. Okay, well, we'll keep Avengers Mansion in hand for next turn. But for now, let's figure out what we're doing here. So let's say Black Cat's going to attack for 1 to remove the toughness from the Armored Guard. Now, we could take him out, or we could get rid of that side scheme. And you know what? I think I'd like to do that. So she gets +1 thwart for each side scheme, so she's going to thwart for 2. So she'll take a damage in the process, and then Spidey's going to thwart for 1. So between the 2 of them, they're going to take out the defense network side scheme. She'll take that off the board, and that is it for my turn. I'm going to hang on to Avengers Mansion and draw up to 5. There's a swinging web kick. Oh, a spider tracer. That will be handy for the minion that's out. And then we'll ready our heroes and move over to the villain phase. So first things first is a threat comes down on the main scheme. Klaw is going to attack first, and I think I'm just going to allow the attack to come through to Spider-Man because I want to keep these minions in play for a bit longer if I can. I'm going to draw a card because Spidey's Spider Sense ability. And now Klaw is going to attack Spider-Man for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yikes. 5 boost symbols. So he's going down to 5 hit points. And now the Armored Guard is going to attack. And I'm just going to let that attack come through. I want to be able to do some more interesting stuff in my turn here. So that's Spidey's down to 4 hit points. But I still have my allies in play. So the next thing is an encounter card comes down, and it's another Armored Guard. Neat. So he's going to be tough, and that's the end of the villain phase. I did draw the extra card for Spidey's ability, so I start with 6 cards in hand. It would sure be nice to get Avengers Mansion in play. Well, why don't we... Should do a Haymaker. That's not a bad idea. It removes 3 threat from a scheme, but that one's already down a bit. So why don't we play the Haymaker, and we'll pay for it with... could get Daredevil in play too. You know what? Yeah, we've got the Power of Justice in hand. So why don't we do that? Let's get Daredevil out. We're going to pay for him with the Power of Justice. This Spider Tracer and this Haymaker. So that will get Daredevil on the board. Okay, so Black Cat will do 1 damage to this guy. I mean, ultimately, see, I like both these cards, but I need the resources to pay for them. So she'll do the 1 damage, and then Jessica Jones is going to do the last bit of damage to take care of the first armored guard. So that takes care of that guy. Now we still got this one. Not going to be able to take him out. And Spidey is down. So why don't let's attack for 1 to get rid of the toughness. And now I could attack. Oh no, that was meant for there. Now I could attack and take him down to a single health. You know what? Why don't I do that? I'm going to attack him and do 2 points of damage to this guy. That way Black Cat can just take him out on the next turn. And then I'm actually going to flip to Alter Ego side, which I still can't do anything with that extra resource, but I'm hopeful that I'll get some good card draw here. So that's going to be the end of my my hero phase. So I'm going to draw up to 6. So we got a Mockingbird, Interrogation Room, Helicarrier, and the Power of Justice. Man, I was really hoping for a Strength, Genius, or Energy, but that didn't happen. Okay, so let's ready up the board here, and villain phase starts. First thing is threat comes down. Villain's going to scheme. Villain's going to scheme for 1, 2, 3. So there's 3, so 1 away from advancing to the next stage. And Armored Guard is going to scheme for 0, so he actually does nothing. Now a counter card is going to come down. It's 1 revealed. This card gains Surge. Okay. Weapon. This attaches to Klaw and gives him some extra scary stuff abilities. Basically, he's going to stun me anytime he attacks me. So that's a thing that can happen now. Alrighty. So now we're in the hero phase, and I'd like to get this on the board, because that's going to help me a lot throughout the rest of the game. So let's just work towards this. So we've got, here, I'm just going to adjust things a little bit here, make some more room. It does get a little bit crowded the way I've got it set up, but okay, so we're putting Avengers Mansion in play. We're going to use Peter Parker's ability here. We'll use Power of Justice for the 2nd resource, Interrogation Room for the 3rd, and let's use Mockingbird for the 4th, because I can't get another minion on the board right now anyways. And that will put Avengers Mansion. I'm going to immediately use Avengers Mansion to draw a card. So I go to Surveillance Team. All right, now let's recover 3 hit points. So we'll go up to 7 HP. And let's flip over to Spider-Man's side. Black Cat's going to attack for 1, and that will take out the Armored Guard. So that takes care of that villain, or that enemy rather. We need to do some thwarting here. So let's thwart with Daredevil for 2. So that will take care of 2 off the main scheme. And when he thwarts, he does a single damage to an enemy. So we'll do that. So he's down to 11. Jessica Jones. Yeah, there's no side scheme in place, so she's just doing 1 thwart now. Or I could do 2 damage. Yeah. Well, I gotta pick one or the other. Otherwise, I could hang on to her to block the attack. And you know what? Actually, I'm going to do that. I'm gonna sacrifice her on the next villain phase. So now I still have 3 cards in hand. I don't want to waste this as a payment for a resource because it's so valuable in taking out the enemy, the swinging web kick. So I think I'm going to actually pitch these 2. Kind of feels like a huge waste because it is, but I'm going to hang on to this and draw up to 5. Ooh, there's a strength and another swinging web kick. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to ready everything. And villain phase starts. A threat is going to come down on the main scheme. And villain's going to attack. Jessica Jones is going to jump in the way to defend it. Even though the attack is coming and she's defending, it's still against Spidey, so I get to draw a card. So I'll get Nick Fury for later. And he's going to attack for 1, 2, 3. So that definitely takes out Jessica Jones. But a weapons runner minion is coming down onto the board because that's his boost ability. Put weapons runner into play, engaged with you. So that kind of sucks because that means he's going to attack right away. But that was the villain's attack. And after this card is revealed, additional. Oh no, this is just the boost. Okay, so now he's going to attack for 1. I'm going to take it as damage on Spidey. So just 1 damage there. Now a counter card is going to come down. Sonic Boom. When revealed, either spend a bunch of resources or exhaust each character you control. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Yeah, I don't want to spend strength as one of the strength resources on this. So I think what I'm going to do is exhaust my characters, which sucks a lot. But it is what it is. Okay, and that's the end of the villain phase. So now we're back on the player phase. I'm going to use Avengers Mansion right away to draw another card. There's a webbed up. Man, it sure would be nice if I had some like AoE attacks. Because then I could actually do something cooler. Swinging, like, at least I can attack the villain as well. And I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend my strength and interrogation room. So 3 resources to play swinging web kick. And I'm going to do 8 damage. So I'm going to bring him down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down to 3 hit points. At least I get to do a bit of damage to him. I can... I'd like to use Nick Fury if I can. But I can't. I don't have the cards for it this turn. And I really don't want to sacrifice these swinging web kicks because they're so handy. But what can I do? Because I feel like I'll just be kicking myself if I spend another turn. If I spend another turn not like pitching cards. Shoot. And my threats mounting. Oh, I don't like this. Okay. Man. I could just do it on the swing web kick, but I don't want to advance to the next phase yet, because that's going to bring some bad stuff down. I think I'm gonna do something that's probably stupid here, but I'm gonna spend 2 resources here and bring tenacity on the. Oh, and I gotta spend a resource and discard the card to ready my hero, and I don't have the resource for it. But whatever, it's an upgrade that I'll get to use at some point in the future. I'm keeping my swingy web kick because I want to brutally kick Klaw in the face next chance I get, and that's going to be all I can do this turn. So let's draw up to 3, 4, 5. Another swinging web kick. Ugh, that would have been nice if that came down later in the game. Okay, so villain phase. A threat comes down on the main scheme. It's at 5 now. Villain's going to attack. Oh, I have to ready all my cards. Okay, villain's going to attack. And is anyone going to block it? I feel like someone should, but you know what? I really want to do something. I really want to do some things and advance in this game, so I'm going to just take the attack on the chin as Spidey. This might be dumb. He's going to do... Oh, he's going to get stunned in the process. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, man, that sucks so much that my characters, my allies, were not able to do anything last turn. I could theoretically block it, and if I get lucky on the draw, then... Okay, Spidey's going to block against Klaw's attack for 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 1 extra over the attack. So Spidey takes his damage, and he is stunned due to this sonic converter that Klaw has equipped. Weapons Runner is going to attack, and Black Cat's going to defend, so she'll take... Yeah, she'll take a damage. And then an encounter card will come down, and it is a side scheme, the Masters of Evil. Masters of Evil have arrived to attack the heroes. When revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a Masters of Evil minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engaged with the first player. This is going to start with 3 threat. It's going to mean an extra threat on the main scheme every turn. And let's find a Masters of Evil minion, as much as I really don't want to, but it is what it is. So Tiger Shark is coming out to play. After he attacks, he gets his tough status card. He's got 6 hit points. Okay, so that is the end of the villain phase. A little worse for wear right now, not going to lie. But yeah, it is what it is. So first thing, and I didn't draw a card when the villain initiated an attack, so I will draw that extra card now. Okay, so when any amount of threat will be placed on a scheme, you take it as damage instead. Okay. I'm going to spend this. I'm going to, discard it and use this web shooter to ready Spider-Man. So he's ready. And I could just attack to get rid of the stun, or I could try to do something about some of these. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So he's going to thwart for 1. So I'm going to remove 1 there. So now it's down to 2. And then I'm going to thwart with Daredevils to take care of those 2. So that's going to get rid of the Masters of Evil side scheme. Daredevil's going to take a damage in the process, and when he thwarts, he does a damage to an enemy. And I'm going to do a damage. That's just a single damage. I'm going to do a damage to the Weapons Runner. Man, it would be nice if Black Cat was ready. I should have just taken that damage earlier. I feel foolish, but oh well. I'm going to do a swing web kick to take care of Tiger Shark because I cannot have him pulling shenanigans on me. Now, hang on. Let's back up here. I didn't tap Avengers Mansion. Did I get the... I don't think I did. So I'm going to tap Avengers Mansion now and draw the extra card for that. So it's a backflip, which is kind of cool. Okay, so I'm going to do a swingy web kick, and I'm going to pay for it with energy and great responsibility, I think. And that will do 8 damage to an enemy. I'm going to do that to Tiger Shark. So he goes away, which is nice. Still have the weapons runner on the board, which is not nice, but is what it is. And I could put a surveillance team by using up these two. I do like the idea of having a backflip ready to go so that I can just avoid damage for a turn. So I don't really want to do that. So I'm just going to discard, and I'm going to keep both of these cards into my next turn. So let's draw up for Justice, Aunt May, and Genius. Okay. So let's clean that up a little bit. Okay, so that's my 5 cards. We're going to ready everything. Spidey is still stunned. And at least our allies are ready now. First things first is a threat comes down to the main scheme. So that's going to take this up to 6 threat in total, which is going to advance the main scheme to the next and final stage. So, Secret Rendezvous. Klaw has found a buyer for his illegal weapons. It's up to you to stop the sale, but the meeting is surrounded by Klaw's cronies. When revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engaged with the first player. Radioactive Man. Another Masters of Evil minion. So Secret Rendezvous. Klaw is meeting with a Crimson Cowl. Klaw and the mysterious figure dart into the shadows when you confront them, and Klaw's minions move to cover their escape. If the stage is completed, the players lose the game. So, not great, not gonna lie, but yeah, is what it is. So where was I there? That was just putting the initial threat down. So now the villain's going to attack, and Spider-Man's going to take the attack head on. So the villain's going to, well, first thing is Spidey gets an extra card for his spider sense, and the Klaw does one and boost, deal 1 damage to each hero. Okay, at least I didn't have to deal with that minion, so that's good. So Spidey's going to, oh, this is interesting, because I had fully planned on using my backflip, which I am using. When you would take any amount of damage from an attack, prevent all that damage. Now, does that include a boost damage ability? I'm going to say yes, but maybe I'll have to look that up afterwards. But he's going to play backflip, take no damage from the attack, and then carry on into the turn. So now Radioactive Man's going to attack. He's going to attack for 1. After Radioactive Man attacks you, discard 1 card at random from your hand. I don't like that. That sucks. Okay, so he's going to do 1 damage to Spidey, and he's going to cause me to lose for Justice. Okay, that could have been worse because I know I have a Genius in my hand. Okay. So that's Radioactive Man's attack. Weapons Runner is going to attack. He's going to attack for 1. And I'm just going to take it as Spidey again, because I want to do some more things with these guys. Or Daredevil, there's no threat. And yeah, you know what? Daredevil's going to block the attack. And No, no, he's not. No. Spidey's going to take the attack, so he's down to 3 hit points. Daredevil can do 2 attack at least, so that can go out on Klaw if I want it to. Okay, so that's the attack phase. Now here comes the encounter card, and it's another Sonic Boom. If this act, either spend those resources or exhaust each character you control. Okay. So either spend one of each resource, which I can't even do. Ugh. All right. So everyone's exhausted. Again, man alive, you think you guys would have learned the first time around the last Sonic Boom, but apparently not. Wow, that sucks a lot. I don't like that. All right. So now we're going into our turn again with all of our characters exhausted. So that sucks. I dislike that a lot. And did I do it again? I have 4 cards in hand. I had to discard 1 at random, but Spidey was attacked again, so I should have drawn a card for that. So here's a card for that. Gotta be better at remembering that. Okay, so now it's the hero phase. First thing is I'm going to exhaust Avengers Mansion to draw a card. I get Great Responsibility. Okay, so I think we're going to do a redux of one of our earlier turns and going to spend 3 resources to play a Swinging Web Kick, and I'm going to do that against Radioactive Man. So he's going to go bye-bye because that does 8 points of damage. Everyone's exhausted, so I'm going to play Great Responsibility and install Aunt May. And this first aid, I'm actually, well, I could use it to heal 2 damage on one of my... Yeah, you know what? That's an action. It's not a hero action. Okay, so we're going to flip over to the Peter Parker side. We're going to exhaust Aunt May to go up to 7 hit points. We're going to use Peter Parker's inbuilt scientist ability as a resource to pay for first aid, and we're going to recover 2 hit points from Daredevil. So now Daredevil is full health again, that's good. I like that. That feels better to me. So now that is everything I can do. So now we're on the Peter Parker side, so we're going to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that means an extra encounter card is going to come down this round because I've exhausted my player card deck. So now we're going to shuffle this up. Let's see here. All right, so that was 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this will be our hand for next turn. Some duplicates here. Okay, no mulligans allowed there. That's the end of the hero phase. So now we're going to ready everyone. And first thing happens is a threat comes down on the main scheme. 1 villain's going to scheme for 1, 2, 1, 2. So let's go like that. 1, 2. Weapons runner's going to scheme for 1. Encounter cards are going to come down. So first thing is, let's see, what was this one? Melter, another Masters of Evil minion coming down on the board. Okay, so at least he doesn't get a free attack in, which is nice. And then next one is Illegal Arms Factory. Klaw is supplying villains with advanced weaponry from a clandestine arms facility. When revealed, place an additional 1 threat here. Okay, so that comes to a 3/4 threat right out the gate. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And now that is the end of the villain phase. There was no attack, so I didn't miss Spidey's spider sense ability because we're in Peter Parker mode. Okay, so I'm going to start my turn here. First things first is I'm going to tap Aunt May and recover up to 10 hit points. So I'm at full health, so I got that going for me. I get a free resource, so I think what I'm going to do is spend enhanced spider sense and my inbuilt Peter Parker ability to put in heroic intuition, so I get an additional thwart. So now that I've done that, we're gonna switch over to the hero side, and Daredevil's gonna thwart for 2. So he's gonna take a damage and take. We'll just go like this, like that. He's gonna take that down, and he'll do 1 damage to any enemy. So he's gonna pick the weapons runner as his target. So that will take care of the weapons runner. Who, yeah, he was on the board for quite a while. Not great. And Spidey is going to thwart for 2 now that I have this ability in play, and that will take care of the illegal arms factory, so I don't get the extra encounter card every turn, which will be handy. I still have Melter on the board, so that's something that's going to have to get dealt with. I have an Avengers Mansion, which allows me to draw a card. Energy, okay. And I really ought to consider seriously paying some resources in order to get rid of that card, because getting stunned like this, it sucks a lot. Black Cat's going to attack for 1, so Melter is going to take a damage. And a Helicarrier would be handy for some extra resources. Why don't we do that? Let's spend Webbed Up and Energy to put a Helicarrier into play. I can't use that because I already have one. Enhanced Spider Sense, that's when a Treachery card is revealed. So I'm at full health. There's 4 threat out of 8 on the main scheme. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pitch this, and then I'm going to draw up to 5, 3, 4, and a backflip, and Mockingbird. Okay. So that is the hero turn. I'm going to ready everyone. And now it's the villain phase. First thing that happens is the threat comes down. Villain's going to attack, and I think I'm going to use my backflip again. Spidey is going to have the attack directed towards him, so he's going to do 1, 2, 3. 3 attack. I'm going to use my backflip to prevent the damage from the attack. Spidey's going to draw a card for that, but this weapons runner boost ability is going to take effect. So now we have a weapons runner engage with us. Okay. So that was the villain attack. Now Melter is going to attack. The engaged player must defend against Melter's abilities with an ally they control, if able. So Black Cat is going to defend against Melter's attack, and you'll get knocked out in the process. So she goes bye-bye. Weapons Runner is going to attack, and Spidey's going to take the 1 damage from that. So he'll go down to 9 hit points. Now a threat card is going to come down, and it is one revealed. Hero, the villain attacks you. Shoot. Okay. So Enhanced Spider Sense. When a Treachery card is revealed from the encounter deck, cancel its when revealed effects. So I'm going to spend my Helicarrier to pay for that, and avoid the when revealed effect of the villain attacking me. Okay, so that avoided that. Now it's the hero phase again. Threat is mounting there. Okay, first thing, Avengers Mansion, so I can draw a card. So I got Jessica Jones. There's no side schemes in play, which is her thing. But I do have the power of justice, which makes it cost one less. Daredevil is going to thwart for 2. So he's going to take a damage and get rid of 2 threat on the main scheme, and in the process do a single damage to one of the enemies. So 1, 2, 3, and if I get Mockingbird, 1, 2. So okay, so I'll do one damage to Melter. Then I'm going. Oh, and I can't attack his Spider-Man because he's stunned. Ah, rotten thing. Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna attack his Spider-Man to finally get rid of this stinking stun ability. I'm going to spend 3 resources. Jessica Jones, Great Responsibility, and Mockingbird to get rid of this darn card, because that is a thorn in my side. What else can I do? The power of justice and genius in hand. Yeah, what can I do? There's not much I can do. I can't attack. I'm going to pitch the power of justice and hope that I get something decent. Surveillance team, Great Responsibility, Spider Tracer, and First Aid. I can heal up Daredevil. Okay, that's the end of the hero phase, so we're going to ready all our cards, and we're going to start by putting a threat on the main scheme. Villain's going to attack, and I'm going to take it as damage. He does. I draw a card for that because of Spidey's ability, and Spidey's going to take how much damage? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, the times that I just 1, 2, 3, 4, down to 5 hit points in one shot. So cool. Melter attacks, and he attacks, and the allies need to. The engaged player must defend against Melter's attacks when an ally they control is able. So I have to defend with Daredevil, and he takes 3 hit points of damage and goes bye bye. So he's gone. Weapons Runner is going to attack for 1, so I'll do 1 there. It's down to 4 hit points. Encounter card is going to come down. It's a gang up. One revealed, the villain and each minion engaged with you attacks you. Nope. Don't have the card I was looking for. Oh, that sucks. I don't like that. Klaw is going to attack. And the chance... He's going to do 3 damage. 4 damage. That's all I've got. I don't have any backflips. So... I think this is it. Claw's going to attack. Technically, we've gone through the enemy encounter deck, so we shuffle up. All right, so we got a shuffle deck there. He does 0, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is it, because he's going to attack for 3, which I can defend against. Great. To prevent all that damage. But then the weapons runner, this little tiny minion, is still on the board, and he's going to attack for 1. And Spidey is KO'd. So yeah, this I'm just using the core set pre-built Justice deck for Spider-Man. So it's, yeah, I don't know. I think maybe I want to switch out some cards or something like that. I'm just finding that I'm just relying so heavily on those swinging web kicks. This guy is just sending minion after minion after me. So I think I'll have to figure something out there. But I did get some cards out on the board. These two, the Avengers Mansion, the Helicarrier, are handy. But yeah, ultimately just wasn't enough. So, okay, well, that's it for today. That is an L. But thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you next time. Cheers.